In a previous video, we showed you guys on how this little Android box can do wonders that lets you install apps and run wireless Android Auto and CarPlay. But since this is a full-fledged Android box that works on wired CarPlay systems, it is rather expensive because it costs around $250 or around 1,100 ringgit here in Malaysia. So for those who just want to convert their wired CarPlay and Android Auto system to a wireless one, here's a more affordable solution. So this is the TUMXIUSU, it's a Chinese name obviously, Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto adapter that's selling on Amazon for $130. But despite being just a wireless CarPlay and Android box, it actually does a little bit more, and let me show you that. Now, the TUMXIUSU Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto adapter actually feels pretty compact, even though it's a little thing, but I think that's actually a good thing because it's good for ventilation, just in case if you put it under the hot side, especially when you're inside the car, your car could get pretty hot at times, right? So right over here, you get a full-size USB-A 3.0 port, and right over here is a Type-C connector where you will use it to connect to your car's wired CarPlay system. So when I mention CarPlay, your car needs to support CarPlay in order to support this box. All right, let's just get to it right now by plugging in the USB-C cable that I have right over here into the box. So this is what you see after you boot up the wireless Android Auto and CarPlay box. The user interface is pretty straightforward and it runs Android 11 as its core operating system. But despite that, you can't sideload any APKs, let alone access Google Play Store, because it just doesn't come with that function. So it's just running Android 11 to offer all these remaining features rather than just CarPlay and Android Auto alone. So you actually get the USB disk feature because the box itself has a USB-A port, so you can actually insert a flash drive, which I have right over here. So this thing will accept most flash drives that I've tested, but unfortunately for external hard drives, it doesn't work that well. But if you're using an SSD, chances are it might actually work if your portable SSD is a low power one. All right, so let's just head over to USB disk over here. Let me show you the interface. So I'm gonna head over to USB disk and go over to video because I've actually loaded up a trailer right over here. So this is an MP4 file format trailer that I've just downloaded from YouTube. But of course, you can put in your own media files like MKV files if you so want to play videos on the box. Now, this is actually a pretty good feature because if your car happens to have just one USB port for this, now you might sometimes just want to play songs off your USB flash drives or watch a video. Now, this actually enables that, and I think this extra USB port is super useful for those cars that only has one USB port, right? Other features include mirroring. So these two features are actually a little bit confusing because there's casting and mirroring, which basically does pretty much the same thing, but when it comes to the case of casting, it is actually letting you cast specific apps such as YouTube or AirPlay a YouTube video over to the screen right over here, just in case if you want to watch a video and you don't want your phone's interface to be obstructed. Yeah, so you can just cast or AirPlay that particular video over here to let passengers in your car view that video. All right. Now, of course, you also have other features such as mirror. This is essentially mirroring your phone screen, so it supports both iOS and Android devices. So for iOS, is pretty much the same like the casting feature. All you need to do is to just go to the screen mirroring function and you will see the device named the Venus-000 on your iPhone, and you are pretty much connected once you do that. And that goes the same for Android screen mirroring as well. Now let's check out the settings page right over here. Now it's actually pretty straightforward. You get Wi-Fi. Now there's a reason why it has Wi-Fi inside, because if you want to use mirrorcast or even screen mirroring, you need to create a hotspot for the device. Like if you have a MiFi device or even if you use your phone's personal hotspot, you can actually connect the device to your phone's hotspot or that MiFi device to enable the screen mirroring feature. All right, so you need that hotspot feature in order to enable screen mirroring or mirrorcast. So you also get Bluetooth, which is for you to connect your phone if you want to talk over Bluetooth on a phone call, and you get to change the theme of the device depending on what kind of design that you like. And some other features include language, general settings, version upgrade, just in case they have a firmware upgrade, you can do that, and about this machine. And that's pretty much on what you can do on the settings right over here. Pretty straightforward, nothing complicated. And now let me show you guys on how you can connect Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I'll talk about the performance in a bit. All right, so let's start off from wireless Apple CarPlay. So let's just head over inside and it will ask you to connect to this Venus-3038 device. So I'm gonna head on over to Bluetooth on my iPhone and I should see the Venus-3038 pop up on my Bluetooth list right over here, right? Let's just wait for a bit. And there you go. And let's tap on connect, accept the pairing request, allow context and favorite sync, and we are connected. And there you go. It's going to connect to my iPhone. I'm going to tap on use CarPlay. And boom, there we go. Let me just mute my stereo, and there you go. This is how wireless Apple CarPlay looks like on the TUMXIUSU Wireless CarPlay Box. As you can see, the animation is super smooth. It's actually smoother than the KLGadgetTV Android box that I showed you guys the last time. It's super smooth, as you can see. There's basically almost no lag at all, as if you're using wired CarPlay. Of course, you do have to expect a little bit of delay because this is wireless CarPlay, but I would have to say that it's very, very well done right over here. Now, I've actually tried out in terms of audio quality. It works just the same as if you are plugged in into your iPhone. It has very, very good audio, and there's almost no delay when it comes to making phone calls. The same pairing process will apply to Android Auto, where you will simply need to connect your phone's Bluetooth over to the box, and Android Auto will simply just boot up like this, all right? But one thing I do realize is that wireless Android Auto on this box is rather laggy or not really smooth in a way. As you can see, the scrolling is not exactly smooth and sensitive on my screen if compared to wired Android Auto. I'm not sure why, but this is quite a common issue on other wireless Android Auto adapters that I've tried out, but this is just not so friendly if you're using it while driving. But you know, if you really want to if you really want to do something on the screen here, you should definitely stop your car and use it if you want to, or simply just use Google Assistant for some simple commands. But another thing that I also want to note here is that in terms of steering controls, usually if we tap on this voice assistant button, Google Assistant will usually pop up. It doesn't on this box right over here, which is kind of a little disappointing. And it's the same thing for CarPlay as well. So if you want to trigger Google Assistant or Siri, you either need to press on this microphone button or just set the Hey Google command on your phone if you want to do so. So there you have it. This has been a quick look and review at the TUMXIUSU Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto box. Now, the only disadvantage that I find on this box right over here is that it is very touchscreen optimized. I have no idea how it will work on those cars that doesn't have a touchscreen, because most probably your scroll wheel might not work on the interface, and for that you will need to check with TUMXIUSU when it comes to compatibility, because not all cars will be able to support this box right over here. Now, it retails at $130 on Amazon, and if you're interested in getting one, you can enter the coupon code in the description down below to get some discounts. So that's pretty much for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. This is a really fantastic wireless Android Auto and CarPlay box that does a little bit more than that. Stay tuned for more videos like this coming right up on the channel. Be sure to stay subscribed, and I will see you guys in our next video.